Hi and welcome to the first ever, the inaugural episode of the Player Spotlight, where we shine the spotlight on one of the players in our long-running Women Futsal League, or better known as the Women Futsal Crazy League. Even I'm getting the names mixed up. So in the inaugural episode, we have got Sara Badr from PFC Ladies to cut the proverbial ribbon. So first of all, Sarah, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good, Ras. Thank you.
And
How are you? How's everything?
I'm fine. How's the lockdown been treating you?
It's actually good. I realized I'm an introvert, I think. I miss seeing my friends though, but it's it's quite good. Working from home is a little challenging, but I think I've been able to manage because it's been months now, and I think I know like what to do now. So yeah, a lot of cooking, a lot of self-care, that's that sort of thing. So yeah, it's good.
All right. So basically, in this show, just to let you know, we'll be speaking a bit about yourself, about your team, about the league, and that's probably just about it. The gist of what we're going to speak about today.
Okay.
So first up, I'm going to ask you, how do your interest in football start? Where do you start from? Were you a viewer first and then a player, or a player then a viewer, or not a viewer at all, just a player?
Yeah. It all started when I got into in university. So growing up, I was into a lot of different other sports like tennis and softball and those things. When I got to university, part of the freshman course, freshman sort of integration, I saw the futsal team, the concrete futsal. So I thought they were really cool, and I thought, hey, maybe I should try. So I did try out, and obviously I wasn't in the varsity right away because, of course, I'm pretty much a newbie. But that's where it all began, really. And I'm more of a player than a viewer in general, I think, because I don't really stay up late and watch like at 3 a.m. those things, but I do support. I used to support a lot as well of football, but yeah, but mostly playing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, when you said you used to support, who do you support?
I support Barcelona.
Okay.
Yeah, so La
Any?
Liga and not
Uh-huh.
English Premier. I mean, before it was Arsenal when Thierry Henry was there. I think I
Okay.
follow the players, not the team as much. Sorry,
All right.
guys.
So when you went to World Cups and European Championships, stuff like that, any favorite national team?
I used to support Spain a lot. I guess because we can't really support. I mean, Philippines is not in the World Cup, so I guess the closest thing or the most related thing would be Spain.
Spain. Yeah.
And also they were very good until they weren't. And then, but Germany is pretty good too. So yeah, those teams, and then of course whichever team now, because it's like whoever's doing better, whoever plays fair and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm. So okay, so in that sense, you're more of a player, as you've explained, and less of a
Mm.
viewer and a casual viewer, I would say.
Casual viewer, yeah, casual viewer.
All right, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you've answered. I've already known which players you like. So what brought you to Singapore? For those who do not know, Sarah is from Philippines, and oh yeah,
Yeah.
before that, she's got a very interesting ethnicity mix. So could you just please tell us about that?
Okay, so as you can tell from my name, it's not the usual Filipino name because I'm half Afghan. So my dad is from Afghanistan and my mom's Filipino. So that's why my name and me. Yeah, but
And what?
I was sorry.
No, carry on.
Sorry. No, yeah, I was born and raised in the Philippines though, but I I do speak a bit of conversational Farsi, or Dari, as we would call it, and of course fluent in Filipino, because I was born and raised there. Yeah. Yeah. To answer your question, what brought me to Singapore? I've been working. I was working for a while already in Manila, and then I decided, at some point, I just felt that maybe I should venture out. Maybe I should try a different country. Because it felt stagnant to me. Just things were things felt like it was time for a change. So I got an opportunity. Long story short, I got an opportunity in Singapore, and I used to play football as well with my industry friends in Manila, and they were the ones who introduced me to the PFC. So someone from the group that I played with in Manila said that, hey, you should join the football team there, the Philippine football team there. Then he hooked us up, and the rest is history. And yeah, that's probably 6 years ago.
Okay. You've,
Yeah.
well, more or less answered quite a few of the questions I had
Sorry.
in line, so that's good. What do you work as now?
I work as an associate creative director for an advertising agency.
Okay.
So I make commercials and that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's nice. And I think during the lockdown, I remember mentioning to you, I remember finding out that you're actually an actor.
Ah, yes. I mean, I do theater when I can. So, and during the lockdown, it was just a nice sort of thing that we did.
Mm.
It's a rerun of the show that we ran for a year before, like several years ago, and it was interesting to do it online. So yeah, but I was doing shows, acting since I was in university as well.
All
So
right. Do
yeah.
you appear on any TV shows in
No.
Philippines?
I refuse to be in the entertainment business, like the showbiz, the TV showbiz. But yeah, mostly theater, just theater. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, coming back to your background, are you a Muslim, or because Philippines is known to be a Roman Catholic country, a lot of Roman Catholics there. I don't
Yeah.
think many people are aware there are Muslims in Philippines.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am Muslim because of my dad, of course. I
Mm.
mean, not just because of my dad, but obviously you grow up and that's what you're used to, even if you're surrounded by Catholics and going to Catholic schools as well. So I think I know more about Catholicism than Islam. I'm afraid to say that, but it's true. But I mean, it's more of the things that you study in school and the people around you as well. But yeah, not a lot of people know that, and they get surprised about a lot of things. And some Muslims in the Philippines think I'm from the south, because the south of the Philippines is
Yeah,
predominantly Muslim. So
that's closer to Sabah in Malaysia, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, there are a lot of shocks everywhere. They're shocked here and there. But yeah, it was pretty tough growing. I mean, not pretty tough, but like it's tough when it comes to food, especially.
Okay.
Like you have to make sure what you're eating is not
Yeah,
pork,
halal.
because
Ah, yeah.
I mean, not even halal, just like the fact that there's no pork, it's great.
Mm,
Because Filipinos love their pork.
pork.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I get it. I get it then.
Yeah. Everything
So,
is pork. Kidding. No.
so, so you're assistant creative director by day.
Associate. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Associate,
Associate.
sorry.
Yeah.
Associate creative director by day.
Yeah.
Is it hard juggling this, your day job and playing football at night and on the weekends? You've at least Saturdays almost burned playing, literally and
Uh,
figuratively.
well, I mean, it's really sometimes an escape, right? Or a break from your day to day. So doing it at night as well, it's fun. It takes away your mind from the things that stress you out. So I always see football as such, like an opportunity to de-stress. But on weekends, I get stressed. Because
we'll get to that later.
yeah, well, on weekends I'm like, oh shoot, scared of which team we're gonna go against. But it's fun too because the girls together, us, the team, when we play, it's fun, and it's we're also friends off court as well, and off court, off field as well. So yeah, so we I think it's the relationship that we have with one another, and of course, having you guys like you and the referees who are really nice. It makes it even better, and also the other players from the other teams who are
Yeah.
also very friendly. Yeah, so it's fun. I look forward to Saturdays as well, even if it's stressful.
Okay. Do you do any other exercises, yoga, Pilates, or boxing, whatever else, or other sports? Do
Yeah.
you play any other sports?
Yeah. So I don't like the I kind of I realized that I like competitive sport or sports that are quite violent. Just kidding. Because I do Muay Thai as well. Like
Mm,
I yeah, before the lockdown happened or the pandemic happened, I was doing Muay Thai for a year,
okay.
and yeah, it's quite again it's nice, but of course there's also the pressure there, the pressure that am I doing good, am I so there's always that pressure to do good or to do better,
Mm,
but I like it. Yeah, I
okay.
mean, yoga is good, but I don't know.
So you need that kick and the punch and the
Yeah.
adrenaline pumping, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so coming back to your team, PFC Ladies, they're the pioneers, one of the pioneers in the league,
yeah.
three-time winners of the league as well.
Mm.
Um, First of all, how do you find them? Okay, you've explained how you found them, but at what year do you join the team?
So I joined in 2014 when I moved to Singapore. So I think just a few months in, and I met Mickey Clarino, and she was the one who introduced me to Smiley. And at the time, it was Smiley was the captain, and we also had Az in our team at that time.
Yeah.
So that was pretty
That
fun.
that was when the
Mm.
league was in East Coast, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was in
Uh,
East Coast. Yeah, we were wearing blue jersey back then.
mm.
So yeah, it's been years and it's been
Years have flown
fun.
by.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah. And how much did the PFC Ladies team pay for your services? Any transfer
Yeah.
fee?
no, no, it was what do you mean, like PFC? It was PFC before. Oh, so
PFC Ladies and PFC 2.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because just a lot of merging things
Yes.
happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We were three teams, now we're two. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
hopefully we get more
True. You were
players.
three. You were three at one point of time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So going back to your team, the history of your team, I think right at the start you had Rani Alisan as your
Mm,
captain. She was a
mm-hmm.
great player.
She was very
And
good.
yeah, a lot of players have left since then. Like you say, Mickey has left
Mm,
as well. She's also a good player. Her
yeah,
sister,
sure.
Jeannie. I remember
Mm,
all these players that were there in the initial years of the league.
mm-hmm.
Um, I think the team has moved on. Is what I would say is
So,
looking on from the outside right now, the team looks like it has a very good, strong core in that team. Mavi in goal, Joanna in defense,
mm,
and
mm.
Smiley, or known as Ruby Rose Martin, her full name, up
Yeah.
front. And all three are one of the best players in their
Mm,
positions in the league. So this
yeah.
strong core in that team, I think has enabled the team to get up and high up in
Mm,
the league at least, and
mm,
continuing its success in some ways.
yeah.
Uh, how would you describe your team's play? Because I think there's a very good connection between Mavi in goal and Smiley in attack. they have
Mm-hmm.
almost a telepathic understanding of having played for years together. So that
Yeah.
understanding is good. But how would you describe your team's play, your team's philosophy when you get down to the pitch, and maybe even off the pitch as well? How would you describe that?
Um, I mean, definitely a lot of changes, right? Since, the genesis of PFC and since ever since even I joined, when I joined. So yeah, you're right. Like, Smiley and Mavi and even JM are quite already, there's that chemistry already that has been formed throughout the years, and the bond that is very strong. So that's why, like you said, it's almost telepathic. Like they almost know, what they're gonna do or what the next person will do. But now, of course, we have a new team in a sense, because we have a
Yeah.
lot of new players, and we had to get a lot of new players because of all the different departures of other players. But what's great about us, I think, as a team, and what's holding us together, is that whoever were there from before, fairly old, super old. I'm not talking about age, right? I'm talking
Experience,
about tenure, and
experience,
I'm talking about like the time in the team.
established players.
Yes, yeah. No, no matter how long you've been in the team for, the good thing is that we have like this shared sort of passion for the game, and at the same time, like, we understand that that we're here for a good time. Of course, there's that pressure, that slight pressure that we have to be at the top, or try to be at the top at least. Because the legacy of PFC, and we always try to do our best to be at least in the top two, so, or top three even. But we always aim for top one, of course. But of course, if you have, anyway, let's not talk about that. But that thing that drives, the passion and just the camaraderie, even if they're new, they easily gel into the team, because my teammates are very welcoming. My teammates are like, we're all of us are just trying to get the best players that we can get.
Mhm.
We're trying to get good players who have great personalities. So even if they're not uh, they're not the kind of striker that Smiley is, but they're also very good people who will try their best. And I think that's, one of the best things that we have as a team, is that we try. Yeah. And no
Okay.
fighting.
All right.
Rarely, but kidding.
And how do you describe your team's play? How, you know, what kind of play do you normally use?
You want to know the technical
No,
play, or
not the tech.
just
No, you don't have to share the tactics. Just a brief
so it's
description.
like
Your opponents could
no.
be might be watching this.
Exactly, it's a secret. No, but I think, like you said, we know who we know the solid sort of core that we have uh, in each play. And what we do is we try to understand one another's strengths, and who is best to replace or substitute or be in that position. And just having that strong core, having JM and Mavi as like mainly a constant there, it helps whether we switch players.
Mm.
They're the ones who kind of like see
They
what's
anchor
happening
the
as
ship.
well. They anchor the ship.
Mm.
Yes, very well said. Yeah. But at the same time, of course, I mean, if JM needs replacing at some point because she's tired, or if Mavi, I mean, needs to step out, then we always have that backup. We always have that that plan in place. So in case anything happens, but um, again, it's really about knowing who's, and we all talk about it. We all kind of study one another, and we
Mm.
all identify which ones work well in which place. But yeah, again, it's fairly, a lot of people are fairly new, so we try to understand even more. Yeah.
Which position do you play in on the pitch?
So sometimes I do wing, and sometimes I do the attacking, so top. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So on joining this team, the PFC Ladies, if there's anyone interested to join, how can they get in touch? Or must they all be Filipinos, or do you accept players from other races and nationalities as well?
Yeah, of course. Of course, we accept anybody
Mm.
from anywhere, and it's, if they want to join, if they want to just join like a crazy bunch of people, they can either, you know, message you if they have your number, or maybe I can, you know, share my number somewhere, or you can share your number, and then they can reach out to you, just like how you would give us players. We do
Okay.
have a lot of non-Filipinos in the team as well, so it's great. We welcome everyone.
All right. Okay. So anyone listening out there, if you are interested to join the PFC Ladies, get in touch with us. You can get in touch with me, or probably you're going to get in touch with me first, and then I will refer you on to
Yeah.
them. Okay. You've been a long time in the league. I think 6 years now, right?
Yeah.
2014. And 6 years now in the league. What's your experience like playing in the Women Futsal Crazy League?
It's crazy. No. Yeah. It's crazy and fun. It's really, really fun. That's why we keep coming back, right?
Mm.
And it's, again, like, we've formed friendships within the team, and we've also formed friendships with other teams, other players from other teams, and it's just, it's great to come together and get to know more people like that. At the same time, you know, it's everyone's sort of way of de-stressing. It's
Mm.
everyone's way of, like, my teammates right now, they're all dying to play. They're all like really itching to go on the pitch and play. And you can sense that, you know, it's just like, it's really part of our lives, part of our schedules even. So you can tell. And you know, and these are people coming from different backgrounds, but you have football at the core of it, and everyone just comes together because of it. There's unity there. There's that same language, yeah, that they speak, and that is football.
All right. Nice. Okay. Um, any
And
challenges you face now that you're the team captain? What are some of the challenges you face?
I didn't know how hard it was to be team captain. I thought you just had to do interviews, and no, I'm kidding. Um, of course, the challenges would be to sort of always try to keep, uh, you know, you have a goal for your team, and at the same time, when you lack players, I mean, at the start, we were running out of players as well, because, you know, of certain departures, but and that's when you realize that you really have to work hard to find good ones, and thanks to you as well, we found really good ones too. And it was also a group effort. It wasn't all me. Like, I have, you know, my teammates who were helping me out a lot, like JM, for example, was very much instrumental in finding a lot of players, and even MV, the from the men's team. So a lot of help from the teammates as well, and the larger club, which also helped me as a team captain to kind of, like, you know, be sane about it, and not go crazy
Not
trying
lose
to
your
look
mind
for
about it.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah, not lose my mind. And also, it's also, of course, I realized, challenging to, you know, always to keep everyone happy and satisfied, of
Mm.
course, and to, you know, there's a lot of responsibilities, but at the same time, I really do enjoy it as well, because it's just fun to kind of do these things for your team and for your teammates, and yeah, it's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Earlier you mentioned about the post-match interview. Do you enjoy doing that?
Um,
Seeing
I
that
did enjoy
most of
doing
the
that.
time representing your team would be you.
Yeah. I guess, I'm just I'm willing to do it, except for the time that when it was the pandemic already, when my dad would see my interviews and he would be like,
Oh,
"Why are you
okay, okay.
playing?" Yeah, but of course now, when we go back, I can do it again. But it was great as well to get my teammates to do the interviews, because it's, everybody should be able to say something about the game
Yeah.
and not just me. So I
It's
push
not. It's
them.
normally either you or Mavi that does the
Yeah,
interviews. Yeah.
yeah. And Mavi was pushing me, and then now I'm pushing everybody else to do
And
it.
that comes with the role of being the captain.
Yeah, you and literally pushing them, like,
Yeah.
yeah, to the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you just share with us some of the challenges you face as a woman footballer?
Um. Okay. Well,
You know, sometimes
I mean,
sometimes
mhm.
people say have this stereotype that women they don't know how to play football, or their footballing style is not good, it's slow, or sometimes they say that women just watch football just to look out for the handsome guys that are playing. These kind of stereotypes that are there out there. So
Yeah.
what are some of the challenges you faced?
I think, well, okay, number one, I also notice the difference between, of course, the difference between guys playing and girls playing. There's a difference. I mean, biologically speaking,
Mm,
uh, guys are built a different way and girls are built a different way. And even when you play FIFA 2019, you'd also notice the difference, because when
mm,
you play the girls league, and then you play the guys league, then you notice like they're super fast. Um, but it is true, and I mean, I'm not going to deny that and say like, okay, I'm a feminist and women and men are the same when it comes to playing. Not really. But I do know a lot of really good female players who could be even better than guys, and
yep.
I think it's just the whole stereotype that um, that girls should not play a game like this, or should not be in sports like football, because it's only guys play that, or
Mm,
only it gets violent and that kind of stuff. So and I did have moments like that where, for example, I'm on my way to football, and then the cab driver gets surprised, and I say that I'm actually going to play football now, and then he's like, "What? But you're a girl, like nice Singaporean girls, like nice girls in Singapore don't play football." And I'm like, "Oh well." But there's one or two of those people, but there are a lot of guys out there as well who are amazed, and who are truly, who find that interesting, and then they love that, so, and they even support that. So and a lot of, like, when you would post videos on Facebook and I'm there, a lot of my uncles respond with a thumbs up,
yeah.
because they support that. So I wouldn't say the stereotype is coming from all men or all
Mm,
people, including women, but there are a lot of people out there who truly admire women who are in football as well. And I think, just looking at the team, looking at the different ladies in the league, I can say that it's amazing. Like, women are really good at it, and I think people should be more exposed to that, to the great things that women can do in football as well.
okay,
So
yeah.
yeah.
In all my time running this league, I think I've seen some really good women footballers, some really good play on the pitch as well. And what I really enjoy, touchwood, is that the atmosphere in the games is very different from the men's one. where there is this competitiveness in the game, but it's all in good spirit. It's played in good spirit, and with an odd exception, one or two incidences that we have had over the years in the league. But beyond that, I think it's been largely played in very good spirit, and but with the right competitive spirit as well. So that's my observation of the league and of women footballers and women football. So on that topic, the last question I'm gonna ask is not the last question. This will be the second last question I'm gonna ask you. What would you like to see change in the women game in Singapore and just generally globally?
It's a very large topic. No, but I really think that women in sports in general should be promoted even more, right? And should not be looked down upon, like not in a sense that you're a girl, you need to be always reserved and demure, stay at home, or like cheer your boyfriends when they play their games. I mean, why not join your boyfriend? Why not have that as a bonding thing, or the not just Singapore itself to promote sports within women, I mean amongst women, but also the world to be more supportive of that. And even when you look at the national team, for example, of the US, the women's team, they're the ones who are bringing home the bacon. They're the ones who are winning it for the US in terms of football, and they're the ones who are apparently getting paid less than the men's team. So I mean, I think just a lot of, like, for example, exposure or encouragement from everybody, from whether your country or your schools or whatever, but encouraging women to get it more into sports, and also giving them the right opportunity, the equal opportunity as guys everywhere, and also, of course, give them what they're due. So I think that should be the thing. I'm all about just equal opportunity. I'm not saying that just because Cristiano Ronaldo is up there, or somebody who's female should also be up there. If she's not as great as Cristiano, then whatever. But 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 I just think that equal opportunity, and also the fact that we need to be encouraged more instead of pulled behind to kind of stay and be what a woman should be, or what a girl should be, because girls can do it too.
Yeah, true. And I think that much is on that aspect. I think it's changing. The world is changing. So hopefully in the next generation, we would, maybe not even the next generation, in the next 5 years or so, we could be seeing more women footballers in Singapore, in the world, and the stature of the game would increase as well for women footballers. So my last question would be, in all your time as a player in the league, for PFC Ladies, who would you say would be your rival?
As PFC Ladies.
As PFC Ladies, yeah.
I mean,
we'll do some quick fire questions randomly.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, Nighthawks, they're the leader of the league. They've been in top position, and it's not impossible to beat them. But of course, it's going to be a challenge, and I think that's what we constantly want to kind of. It's the achievement, really, and we're both. I think our teams are trying to get to that number one spot. I mean, they're of course there, and we are trying to get there too. So I think if we were to consider anyone as rivals, that would be Nighthawks, because
Okay.
our sister team is our sister team, and
Any
and Nighthawks, you always have to go for the best. So
yeah, Nighthawks are the best. They are the record holders in terms
Mm.
of the winning the league.
Mhm.
Any opposition player that you admire from the league so far?
Well, again, I think two people, and I am not too sure of the name of the other one, but
Okay.
the other one is okay. One is because I've played with Az before as well, and she's a wonderful player, and she's also very nice as a person. She doesn't play dirty. Well, from what I've seen and also from what I've experienced. And that's what I really respect with really good players who can be clean in how they play and respectful of their opponents as well, respectful of their teammates. So that's a very big thing. So the other player that I admire from another team is actually also from Nighthawks. Her name is Muna. So she's a very skillful player. She's very good, and at the same time, she's always calm on the pitch. So it's something that you admire from someone because they're good, but they don't sort of they don't impose that on other people. And they're also she's very respectful of her teammates and other the people around her, so even her opponents. So that's something that I truly admire from a player. Yeah.
Okay. So Sarah, that brings us to the end of this inaugural episode of Player Spotlight. Thank you very much for taking the time out to speak to us.
Thank you.
Any last
And
words for anyone listening, watching, in fact?
yeah, of course, I want to give a shout out to my team, PFC Ladies, and of course, and to all the teams, including our sister team, PFC International. So, big hi to everybody, and hope to see you all soon. We are very much excited to get back into the league and see you guys again. See you, ladies, again. So,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
another
too,
thing I
Ras.
noticed. That's another thing.
Guys, it's just
I
easier to
always
say.
hear on the pitch everyone saying, "Mark that guy, mark that man."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
yeah. It's always
Yeah.
always I hear from the girls on the pitch is always mark that man, man on. So
Oh, yeah, that's true.
yeah, so it's
Well,
always
it's shorter, I
it's
guess.
yeah. I know it just comes naturally, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All
Hope
right.
to
Take
see you
care.
soon, Ras.
Yeah. Same here. Take care and
All
stay
right.
safe.
Take
And
care. Stay safe too.
bye bye.
Bye.